Good afternoon. Thanks for joining me. Today, I am using our 1-hour brain break from lessons to make some lunch per usual. Normally, I try and get some chores done during this time as well, but today's meal idea is a little more entailed than prior lunches that I have shared with you guys. So I won't be getting as much done on the to-do list. However, I am going to make a really, really yummy lunch, and you're welcome to watch. So today I am making, what do I want to call it? I guess it's whole food plant-based pizza, but creative, veggie-packed, protein-loaded style. So here we go. I am soaking the quinoa and, of course, always dumping the compost. I swear every one of my videos, but that's okay. That's reality. In the fry pan, along with some aminos, we have some onion and garlic and zucchini and mushrooms, tofu, shredded carrot, black beans, bunch of delicious taco-y style herbs and spices. And I'm just going to mix that up and let it start marinating while the quinoa is soaking. Going to take a peek on that, let it go a little bit longer. Now I'm going to shred up some cabbage, and we drain the quinoa and put it in the blender and add a little bit of water. And remember this morning, if you watched my short that I shared, I store my trays in the oven between uses. And yep, this is reality. Sometimes things spill. Remind me in the future to hold the top when I'm doing something super liquidy. This ended up spilling like a good half of the water that I had added and made a huge mess. But eventually, this is what it turned into, a really fluffy, pourable liquid. But to thicken it up, I added some frozen cauliflower and frozen spinach and some old-fashioned oats, and I'm getting a nice batter. So this batter is going to become our crust. I'm going to pour it onto some parchment paper on my trays. I love my silicone, but because I knew this would spread out a lot, I just thought parchment might be the way to go. This is like one of the recycled parchments, so it's brown. Anyway, fresh, clean, just crumpled up because it fits the tray better. So those are going to go in the oven at about 20 minutes at 400 to start. Now I'm going to clean up this giant mess and try to catch up on some dishes. That is truly my way of trying to stay on top of things as a scratch cooker. I prefer to not cook in a messy kitchen, and so really just washing dishes as I go is the way to go. So I touched these after 20 minutes, and they are definitely firm and beautiful, but not like super crusty yet. So now I'm going to make like a cheese sauce. I'm adding a block of tofu. I believe this was just a standard firm tofu, along with some nutritional yeast and some more herbs. And again, I'm making this like a Mexican style. Also, I added a little bit of lemon juice. And oh, it is absolutely delicious. I don't know if you've ever made like a vegan nacho cheese, but it had that kind of essence to it. Just a very simplified, like mozzarella-y version. So now I'm adding all of that delicious topping that I've cooked up on the stovetop as the topping to the pizza, along with like that cheesy sauce. And now I'm throwing it back in the oven, still at 400 for another 15 minutes. I'm gonna clean the dishes. I also made a side salad. We are low oil or oil free quite often, so this salad usually gets like a lemon and unsweetened coconut massaged with herbs and spices dressing. This is the last of that granola that I made this morning in my other video. Just gonna jar that up and stick it in the fridge. I was busy doing lessons all morning, so I didn't get a chance to do that, but this gave them a chance to fully cool down. The kids absolutely loved it with their parfaits. If you haven't checked out that short, feel free to go look at it. Okay, so 15-minute timer is up, and these Mexican pizzas, taco pizzas, are smelling divine. They are just firm enough that I think they're going to be perfect. Later on, we ended up having the second tray with dinner with some roasted green beans. And it was delicious. So even better later, just because it was nice and firm. But we had it for lunch along with the side salad. I'm showing you my beautiful vintage flipper that I got recently. Love the print on it. And I added hot sauce to my husband and I, and they were so good, so filling. Now we're back to lessons, and the kids all said it's great, and I loved it too. Thanks so much for following along. I hope you'll subscribe and come back again. Have a great day.